Hey YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. New on the channel today, I've got another Corsair here. Of course, this is not the E-Flight 1.2 meter. This is the FMS 1400 or 1.4 meter. Pretty nice looking plane. I actually have had this for a while, but you know, as life goes, you don't get things together when you think you're going to get them together. Finally got it put together, and some really nice detail on this plane. Nice paint job. This is a slightly older mold, so there's a little bit of work that goes into putting this together. Namely, you've got to put all the control horns on and some things like that. So a little bit extra time. Of course, this is a plug-and-play model, so you're going to have to put your own receiver into that. This is going to be a maiden flight today that we're going to do, so I may have to do some adjustments to AS3X and that sort of thing, and it is breezy today, so it may be hard for me to tell. One thing I think is really cool compared to the 1.2 meter, both nice looking planes. This plane has not only retractable landing gear, which is pretty cool. Let's take a look at that. Rotating wheels, a little more realistic on the speed. Actuating doors. Easy to think, hard to say. But in any event, nice gear on this. Also, the thing that I like about this is the gear actually have shocks, and they are a little on the stiff side. This is the first time I've pressed on it, but there are oleo shocks in there. Let's see if I can. No, you can't push that down with your thumb. So we'll see how those act compared to just the standard gear that's on the 1.2. Of course, this is a Corsair, so I had to get this bigger plane. This is similar to the size of the P40 Warhawk that I featured on the channel, which at some point I'll get back on. I had an incident off camera with that one where the prop basically busted on me and had to do an emergency grass landing. Of course, never recorded it, but it is in one piece, just needs a new prop. So we're going to put this up today, and one of the reasons for me putting this on the channel is this is part of the FMS sale that is currently going on, the pre-Black Friday sale. Actually the best price that I've seen to date on this plane, 60 bucks off. That's a pretty dang good deal for what is supposed to be a nice plane from everything that I've seen online. So we'll get this set up and get it up in the air shortly, so hang tight, YouTube. YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. You've got the 1.4 meter FMS F4U Corsair. Maiden flight today. We're going to put this up, and again, on sale currently at FMS through the weekend at least, and maybe beyond. One of the best prices I've seen, 60 bucks off. I am an affiliate with FMS, so if you use the links in the description box below, it'll take you to the FMS website where you can see the pretty big sale they have going on right now, including this plane. Any purchases you make using that link will help support the channel. We do appreciate that. We don't get any planes sent to us, so that is the only way we put money into the channel to help keep putting planes up for you guys. I do appreciate that. So maiden flight in an area that this is the north side of the school. We have a person flying a kite on the south side, and I have an east-southeast wind anyways, so hoping this will work out well. I'm gonna taxi it around here just a little bit, and want to get just a little bit more runway set here. I got Takeoff flaps dialed in. Okay, probably stalling a little bit. I don't know why I'm nervous about this. This is a Corsair, but probably just where I'm located here. All right, let's put this up. Like and subscribe, hit the bell. Appreciate that. Here we go. All right, we are up. We're gonna bring it around See, it's definitely a little breezy. We'll put the flaps up. You can see, he really is cruising in that east wind that we got there. Put a little more throttling coming around. Of course, part-timers here today recording, not in our normal spots. Gotta watch out for different obstacles around here. Bigger plane, soccer fences or soccer goals. Alright, we're gonna bring it around and then we're gonna try to get a feel for it here, and then I'm gonna pull it out of safe. I did the takeoff in safe, especially with the wind. Kind of see those landing lights there. We'll see if that shows up. All right, we're going up here. Bring it down. Go up with it. Mid-rates, it is probably a little bit breezier here than I was expecting, so we're going to try to set up an approach right away. We're going to try this without flaps given the wind. So we'll first see if we could do a touch and go here. November in Wisconsin is generally a pretty windy month, so it's hard to get flights in. Woo! All right, that was interesting. Definitely lots of turbulence here by the school. We're gonna try that again. Up out here, we're at about 40%. There we go. Actually, not bad for a landing there. I liked, not as squirrely as the 1.2, which the 1.2 isn't bad. We're gonna have to put it in high rates, and we'll see if I can get it turned around here in the wind. There we go. We got it. Bigger plane, of course, so you get a little bit different experience than the 1.2. The E-flite is a little bit easier to put together. Bind and fly, definitely if you're a newer pilot, that would be the one to start out with, and then maybe you can get to this one. Let's check battery and see what we've got. Throttle cuts on. All right, YouTube, I got the battery checker here. We're gonna take a look. I was flying an SMC pack 3400 almost all the way in. I do have Velcro on it, so I can kind of put it where I want and it will stay there. Balanced on the back panel line here that RC Geeks recommends. Flew pretty good there in the wind. 3.8687, yeah, so I can maybe get another minute or so flying, maybe a little bit more if I'm doing touch and goes, and I have a minute 42 on a 5.5 timer is what that was set up to. So normally I'd be all thrilled to just go ahead and do another 1.5-minute flight. Given the wind, I may be asking for trouble, but let's see if we can put it up anyways. Here we got 1.5 minutes left on the timer. We're gonna do one more takeoff and landing, and then I may put in and fly one more battery. I do have an Spectrum 3200 4-cell here, which is what I've seen a lot of people fly this plane on. It's supposed to be pretty good, so we'll see what we've got here. We're gonna try to take off in mid rates. Here we go. All right, got a little interesting there because that was an unexpected non-safe takeoff. Wasn't paying attention. Actually knew it about halfway down the runway, but with the wind, I wasn't gonna mess with it. We'll bring it around here. Got a man on the timer. Let's bring the gear up. And now we'll come in for a landing. Now that breeze really kicked it up on takeoff. One of the reasons why I still use safe a lot on my takeoff and landings, that's the time, of course, where you're most susceptible to a crash. And while I can work on these and set these up and so on and so forth, I don't enjoy doing that part of it. All right, there we go. I do like how this plane lands. It's not near as squirrely as some, although the wind today may be helping with that. I'm pretty much landing right into it, so that really helps when you got to wind down the tail to keep that going straight down the runway. All right, YouTube, so maiden flight there. We're gonna put in a 3200 pack, Spectrum pack, and get one more flight in here. Again, this is currently part of the FMS pre-Black Friday sale, 60 bucks off. Pretty nice flying plane, even in the wind. I'm gonna be excited to get this up sometime when it's nice and calm, and hopefully have a flight for you guys on that. So like and subscribe, YouTube, and stay tuned for the second flight. Mark with all